coming this way. Wait a minute, hey, I'm ghosted!
By Roz Hernandez.
Oh my God. Ginger Minj is here. Hi.
Hi, how are ya?
Good. Okay, wait. So we met this one time, long time ago, because we were both involved in a kind of pilot situation that ended up not going anywhere. This bingo show. Do you remember that?
Bingo Queen.
I was in that. Yeah.
I know.
That was me.
Yeah.
So
And
good
look
to
at you
see you
now. It's
again.
good to see you now.
I know.
I wish that had gone somewhere.
I know. That would have been so fun.
It was cute. I remember we did that photo shoot. We had the giant bingo balls.
Yes.
And they kept throwing them at our heads.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, God, that was fun. And there was really good people involved, but it just never happened.
Yeah, it's never too late.
Let's get it going.
Everyone
Bingo
loves
queens.
drag bingo.
Oh, my God. But anyway, so I'm so happy to have you here. I heard that you have ghost stories.
I do. Well, anybody that knows me knows I got plenty of stories anyway. But yeah, like I feel like I've been not affected by ghosts, but surrounded by them my entire life.
They like you.
They like me. I like them too.
Do you?
I really do.
You're not creeped out by it?
A little bit, but some of my best relationships have creeped me out a little bit.
Truly, that's how I feel about friends, where I'm like,
Yeah.
you got to be a little weird.
You have
and
to.
unpredictable. That's the thing with a ghost. You don't really know, are you going to show up and just possess my body or what?
Oh, are you going to yank my sheets?
Yeah. You're going to pull my leg. So, okay. I think we should just jump right in.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you grew up in Florida, right?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I'm still there.
Do you like it?
Yes, actually. And I know that's like kind of controversial right now with everything going on, but I'm in Orlando, so it's like our own beautiful blue island in the big Red Sea.
Right.
So Orlando's still pretty great.
The Disney World, it brings in the gays.
Yeah, the gays, the theys, the everything.
Sure.
And I've got my annual to all the Disney parks, all the Universal parks. I got Gatorland.
Gatorland?
Gatorland.
What the hell is Gatorland?
What do you think it is?
I'm guessing it's a land with a bunch of gators.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wait, so what do you do with the gators?
You could feed them. You can zip line over them if you want. But really what the park is about, it's mostly like untouched natural swampland, which is actually really beautiful. So they've built all of these like boardwalks that go through all of the cypress trees and the swamps and everything. So you can really just kind of see like old Florida, like how just beautiful it really is.
Right.
And then like to pay the bills there, they're like, okay, come watch the Gator Jumperoo at 3, 6, and 12.
Oh my God. Wait, do you know about, well, of course you must know about this, the like snake problem in the swamplands?
Yeah. And with that, like the Everglades and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I'm obsessed with. There's like multiple kind of pretty hot guys that have big accounts on like social media. I can't think of what their names are, but they go and they catch snakes. And they're like big. They're always looking for like a 30-foot or whatever, like these huge pythons because I don't know, I guess like somebody had a pet and they let it out one day and then they all just started having babies everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? They're like, oh, this is so cute. It's like with the tigers, with Tiger King and everything. Like, oh, these are so cute. Aren't they adorable? And then they get big and they try to eat your face. And you're like, okay, well, I guess I can't have you anymore. So where do they go?
Just put them in the Everglades.
Put them in the Everglades.
Yeah, and now there's like these giant, which is my biggest fear. I'm way more scared of snakes than I am of ghosts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My friends think it's really weird because I'm obsessed with ghosts and spirits and everything paranormal and have been my whole life. I find comfort in it, but I hate horror. And
really?
Yes. And all of them are like, well, how can you hate horror? Like, you're scared of this, but you really invite and love that. I was like, because to me, like, it's comforting. I've been surrounded by spirit my entire life. And I have always felt like the people that pass on that are important to me, I always feel like they're kind of still there. I feel like they guide me. I feel like they read me down to the carpet all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like the experiences that I have had with anything paranormal have, even if they haven't been positive, haven't been frightening.
Really?
Yeah. Like, that doesn't scare me.
Well, I might be scared by your stories. I'm a scaredy cat.
I'm kind of a scaredy cat with everything else.
Okay. Well, I mean, you've got pythons. You've got Ron DeSantis.
We've got them all.
Yeah, you've got
We've
some
got all
monsters down there. Okay, so your first ghost experience. Take me back. Were you raised religious?
Very religious. I was raised Southern Baptist.
Oh, wow.
And in our town, so I also did community theater.
Hell yeah.
And our little community theater was directly next door to the synagogue, directly across the street this way from the Catholic Church, and then directly across the street this way from 2 different branches of the Baptist Church.
Wow.
So the whole community was extremely religious, and I mean, there's a lot of trauma there.
Of course. What part of Florida was this?
So this is Lake County, Florida, which is more north than Orlando. It's like an hour. I always say it's an hour north and 45 years behind culturally.
Okay.
And I mean, it was a decent place to grow up. Wouldn't have been my first choice and still wouldn't be. And I'm happy that I got out of it. But there's still some really great people there, you know?
But that's like the South. Like,
it's the South. So yeah, that's what they say in Florida, right? The further north you go, the further south you actually are.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was very Southern, very very religious. No matter what branch of religion it was, everyone was just very. Wednesday, every Sunday, we go to church.
There's a big Scientology presence too, right?
In Orlando, yes. And I think, like, especially when you get more towards, like, Tampa, St. Pete, like that kind of area.
The bigger cities.
The bigger cities.
Yeah.
But I don't recall. There could be Scientology in Lake County, especially at this point. But I don't really recall that growing up.
Right. I think it's more recent.
Yeah.
I love Scientology.
Do you?
Oh my God. Yes, I'm a science nerd. Me, John Travolta, and Tom
Cruise.
Tom.
Tom.
I know him from my church.
We just call him Tom.
We just call him Tom at the church.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in Lake County, Florida. You're doing community theater.
Yeah. Which is scary enough as it is.
Who are you playing? Lumiere?
No. No, at that point I was like Friedrich in The Sound of Music.
Of course.
Where my one big line was, I'm Friedrich, I'm 14, and I'm a boy.
British.
I was neither, it was British because I couldn't do Austrian, you know. Except for the crystals, I had no frame of reference.
Okay.
So I was neither British nor 14, and the boy was debatable.
That's acting, babe.
It was acting.
Yeah. Okay, so you're doing Sound of Music.
Mm-hmm.
And what? We got a specter in the theater?
I think every theater that is worth its salt has a ghost of some sort.
They better.
They better.
I don't trust no theater that doesn't have at least a lady in white that creeps around the backstage.
Well, we had Sam. Sam was at the Bay Street Theater in Eustis, Florida.
Eustis?
It's a beautiful theater. It's all like pressed tin ceilings and a huge pressed tin proscenium arch. I mean, it's just a really beautiful building. And at that point, they hadn't restored it yet.
Tin?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I can.
Pressed tin.
Okay.
Just really, it's like that old, almost a Victorian style.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
That could be a drag king. Preston Ceilings.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so Preston.
I'm going to change my name to Preston Ceilings.
Preston
I'm going to go on
Ceilings.
King of Drag.
Hell yeah.
So at Bay Street, it was an old movie theater from the turn of the century, and the story goes, the legend is that upstairs in the apartment that is now like all costume storage and stuff, it was an apartment and there was a bathroom, and in that bathroom window there was a bullet hole, and there was like a little bit of what I assume was bloodstain, and so. What had happened was, apparently, supposedly, allegedly, Sam was living up there with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend was cheating on him. And so he had, let me see if I can get this right. He had shot his girlfriend through the window, or somebody, or the lover had, or whatever it was.
Sure, somebody.
She had been murdered by being shot through the window. And then he was so distraught that he threw himself off of the balcony.
Wow.
And of course, it's like, oh, what a fun ghost story.
Yeah.
It was very interesting to tell your children's theater troupe.
Sure. Now get out there and sing your song.
Yeah. But it also felt like a way for them to be like, don't come and play in the costumes when we're not here. It's haunted, you know?
Okay.
So I didn't put much stock into it, but I knew that I enjoyed paranormal. So, of course, like when I was there late at night, I would just wander up there and I was scared to death. But when I got up there, you could definitely feel the presence was different. The whole atmosphere felt really heavy when nobody else was up there and it was nighttime. And then no matter what, every time I would go from the front all the way to the back, and I've got every light up there on, and I'm just rummaging through costumes, pulling things, inevitably, all of the lights would flicker and go out. And as I was walking back through, and they were not on sensors or timers. I mean, this is an old building with old electricity. As I'm walking back through, lights would start kicking back on.
Stop.
Until I got to the front. And it's one master switch. They're not individual. At least at that point, they weren't. So at first, I thought it was like somebody just trying to fuck with me a little bit.
Yeah, the lady that got shot.
Yeah, well, but then as I spent more time there, I would just start going, it's just me. I'm just pulling costumes. I'm not here to bother anybody.
Yeah.
And it would immediately feel lighter, and they stopped like making lights flicker. They stopped doing things to, I guess, scare me. Because I guess they realized I wasn't really scared.
How would that not terrify you?
It did initially. And then afterwards, I was like, well, I made it all the way down there. And then I made it all the way back. And even though the lights were off, they turned them back on. So it's not like they were trying to like surprise me in the dark. And
right.
It felt welcoming in a very spooky way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What is it you can't face?
Oh, Maria, what is it you can't face?
I wonder if the people at home know that line. So there's a famous line in Sound of Music where she says, what is it you can't face?
She goes, oh, Reverend Mother, I just can't face it. And then the Reverend Mother looks down at Julie Andrews and goes, oh, Maria, what is it you can't face?
What is it you can't face?
And then people, it's such a thing, right?
Yeah.
So when they did that live version on TV and Audra McDonald was playing Reverend Mother,
right?
We're all waiting with bated breath. We're like, we've been waiting for years to hear Audra McDonald call somebody a cunt face. And she goes, oh, Maria, what is it you cannot face? And you could feel every gay go, oh, Matt, boo.
Boo, Audra.
Boo. We love you, but boo.
I recently did a gay cruise with her.
I love her.
She's so cool. Okay, wait, tell me more.
I mean, and then other times when we would be on stage doing a tech run or whatever, of course, there's always, it's an old building, cheap community theater. We're doing everything on quite the budget. Everything's patched in, probably very illegally. And we're trying to make light cues work, and they don't. But then sometimes we would look up towards the light booth, which was in the balcony, right where he had supposedly thrown himself over the balcony. You would see just this blue light. There was no blue light there, but you would see this emanating blue light behind everything as nothing was working. And then once the blue light was gone, or if somebody would go up there to see what it was, the light would be gone and everything would start working again.
Weird.
And it just kind of felt like, I don't know, he was just still managing the theater, just still making his presence known.
See, what I wonder is, do those two people as ghosts, are they both stuck there? Kind of like Beetlejuice. Are they the couple, they both have to deal with each other?
I'm going to say I never saw or felt her. So I don't think she's there.
Oh, so you don't think that was her in the attic?
I think it's him.
Okay.
I genuinely think it's him. If I mean, I've never done the research into the place, so I don't know how true most of the story is.
It's a
but
good story.
It is a great story. It's a great theater ghost story. But also, if any of that is true, and Sam was like the general manager of this theater, I feel like he's just roaming around making sure things are still running and going the way he wants them to be.
Interesting. I think that this is why, like, this kind of story doesn't happen nowadays because thruples.
Thruples?
Because people are now like,
I've got my own.
You know what? You're in a throuple?
I am.
I am so jealous of you. So you've got two?
I've got a husband and a boyfriend. We're like the three little bears. And it works. It works for us. I've been with my husband, CJ, for 10 years now. And we've been with Michael for 5, about 6. Yeah.
One of these days, that'll be me.
It's great because I'm the old one. So when I get home, I literally just want to cuddle with the dogs on the couch and watch like Ghost Adventures and all of my Andrea Perrin interviews and like everything with the dogs. We just want to cuddle there and watch. And I'm like, y'all go to Disney. Y'all go to the movie. Like, just
go to Gatorland.
Go to Gatorland. Leave Mama alone for just a little bit.
What I always say is I want 2 pansexual men, and I want to be like Ursula with 2 pansexual eels.
Yeah.
And I want to be in the middle.
Your own Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yes, that's what I want. Wow, that's so cool. But anyway, I feel like nowadays it's like, I don't know, it's not like you cheated, now I'm going to shoot you and then jump off a balcony. Now it's like you are exploring somebody else, and I would like to do that too. And maybe the 3 of us could.
Maybe that's why we don't see many gay ghosts.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, why is it straight people always haunting the theaters?
And why is it always straight people from like the 1800s or the turn of the century?
Because they were gay, really.
They were gay, really. The wigs, the shoulder pads, the heels.
Honey.
Yes.
Okay, tell me more stories.
Tell you more stories.
Wait, you said Andrea Perrin. Oh my God, love Andrea Perrin. Shout out to her. She's been on this podcast. She, anyone that doesn't know, she was the eldest daughter in the family that the original Conjuring movie inspired. And I think she has magic powers.
She does.
Yeah.
Did you talk to her about how she can summon aliens?
Of course! She can sing. She
sings.
sings Fleetwood Mac, and then and then there's crowds of people that will all look up, and there will be UFOs.
Yeah. I've got a friend. Do you know Adam Berry?
Of course!
Yeah, of course. My friend Adam, we were we were in P-Town. We were like doing a little an Estes session.
Stop! So you've been ghost hunting.
Yes. Yes,
okay.
Of course I've been ghost. Like I love this. When I tell you, like, I love it. I really love it. And I love what Andrea Perrin always says when she's like, if anybody tells you they're a paranormal expert, run.
Yeah.
Because you can't be an expert in a field like this, no matter how much time you devote to it. And I feel like, not that I have devoted my life to it, but I've certainly, like, dabbled with it my entire life. And I feel like I know less now than I thought I did when I started like dabbling in the paranormal. And I think that's kind of what is so interesting about it. What keeps bringing me back to it is that it's like every time I think I have figured out something, it throws me for a complete 180. And
it's the mystery of life.
It is.
It's the unknown.
It is. But I was doing that session with Adam and when we were in P-Town, and we were talking about Andrea, and I guess he had just done something with her, and he was like, she told me that she could summon UFOs. And I was like, okay, I don't doubt anybody's abilities for anything because I've been floored many times.
Yeah.
But she literally, like, took me out to the hill, rubbed her ear, and sang a song. And all of a sudden, all these things start filling the sky. All these lights start filling the sky. Things that I have never seen before, things that I could not explain, and things I will probably never see again. He's like, it was wild. It was wild. He said, and I feel like I've seen it all at that point.
She's got magic powers.
Yeah.
She also is very funny and just a very cool person. And the story that I always tell that I can never get over that she told me was because we were talking about like the original Conjuring movie, like what is real, what isn't, what didn't make the cut. Because her family lived there for years.
10 years, right?
Something like
Yeah.
that. And then she told this story that she's told many times, but that her mom bit into an orange and blood started gushing out of the orange.
Uh-huh.
What?
Now that would creep me out.
That's pretty gross.
That's gross.
Whose blood?
I mean, I've heard of a blood orange too, but
it wasn't
like
a blood orange. It
No,
was just a regular
bloody orange.
It was a bloody orange.
A bloody orange.
Okay, tell me another one.
Tell you another one. The only time I've ever been scared by something paranormal, I was very young. And in the house that I grew up in, there seemed to be a lot of activity. It wasn't like the happiest home. Like there was always some kind of trauma and turmoil throughout the house. I mean, there was myself, my mom, my dad, my sister, my 2 older brothers, and a myriad of pets at all moments. So
what you got? What kind of pets? Gators?
Gators. No, I'm a dog girl.
Hell yeah.
I love dogs.
Me
I've got
too.
3 now. And
Even your pets are in a throuple.
even the pets are in a throuple.
That's amazing.
And I also feel like it's weird when people say that pets have no souls and they they don't go anywhere. They just kind of, to me, I still feel like all of the pets that I grew up with or that I've loved throughout, I feel like you give your pets a piece of your soul. And I feel like that's what keeps their spirit going. So
I don't know if I believe in that for sure. And I always have. And the one thing, so I had a dog that lived to be 17. And when he died, it was so sad to me. It was my first like close dog loss. But I was like, you know what? He's still going to visit me because I've had so many conversations over the years with people with their dog. This bitch said goodbye. And he has
peaced out.
never looked back. And I am not happy about it because he knows that I got a podcast and I need stories. And not
But
once.
that makes you a great mom because that means there's no unfinished business and he could just move on.
Yeah, but see, my personal belief with like ghosts and when it comes to like loved ones and people that die peacefully and stuff like that is like if you have acceptance about dying and you are like ready to go to the other side, then you have like a little bit more freedom to like come back and visit, like the way that people will tell you like, oh, my loved one like said goodbye to me one day after they had passed or like visited me in a dream or whatever. Like I feel like you have more freedom. And then there's like the ones that are like, I'm not ready. And then they're like stuck and they're a ghost and like that. So I'm like, bitch, which one is it? Either you're stuck here, which he's not, or come back and say hi to me, please.
It's never too late.
I've never even had a dream about him.
Never?
No, I never had a dream. Like, I feel like when people tell me dreams about their loved ones coming back, it's
Like they're significant.
It felt so real.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've probably had dreams where I'm like, oh, my dog, whatever, and then I wake up. But like, what is going on?
I don't know. But I mean, honestly, maybe it's because it is so natural to have him there with you that it doesn't seem like a big deal in the dream.
Well, I need him to do a little bit more.
Do a little bit more.
He needs to
Tap
do
dance.
a little bit more because he knows Mama's got things that she needs to talk about.
We'll do a seance. We'll get him to come through.
He was definitely like a Lisa Vanderpump little dog. Like he was just like when he was alive, he was very just like laid there. He wasn't like a barker or a biter or anything. He was just one of those kind of dogs. So who knows? Maybe his ghost is just like plopped down someplace in my apartment.
Well, that's so interesting though too, because I will say the animals that I've had, the pets that I've had that were boisterous and yippy and playful are the ones who I have like had come to me in dreams, or I still kind of feel them, or sometimes you feel like you can hear them bark or something.
Oh.
But all of the ones that were kind of chill and laid back, I also can't recall like having any sort of, not thoughts, but interactions or interactive thoughts about them.
Interesting.
So maybe they're just chill.
I guess. Whatever. So the house you grew up in.
Yeah, so there was always some kind of drama and tension in the house, and I feel like there was always some sort of activity. I remember seeing apparitions, but it was never like a full body. It was always just like a hand, or you see like somebody's foot going out the door.
What do you mean you see a hand?
All right, so this is the one time it scared me. I had these bunk beds that were, one went this way, and then the other one went this way.
Okay.
And there was like
A little
a
desk
toy
underneath
box
okay.
underneath that was just full of stuff. And then in front of me was like this giant toolbox, like the ones they have on Drag Race for the makeup stations.
Okay.
But we had one of those because my dad was a very manly man. Had that, put my TV VCR combo on it with my Nintendo, my NES. And I'm just sitting there playing it. I'm laying up against the bed like this. And I'm sitting here. It's flattest surface you can imagine. This teeny tiny little VCR TV combo sitting at the back of this thing. There's plenty of room. You know what I mean? It's not teetering off the edge or anything. All of a sudden, as I'm playing, I notice the TV going like this way and then going this way.
Like the full TV is
the full
moving?
TV, it's not. It's like literally shifting from one side to the other, and it's subtle. But I stopped and I made a point to like pause the game and watch, and it made it all the way to the end, and then it would come back this way, and I'm like, well, it's Florida. There are no earthquakes. Like I don't know what is happening right now, so I'm just watching it. It's not freaking me out. And then all of a sudden, I felt something here, and I turn, and it's a hand. And it's just a hand, and it pulls me this way. And as I turn back to like where the TV is, the whole TV just comes flying off the thing and lands like right in front of me. And that was the only time it ever scared me, because I felt like, well, there was potential there for me to be harmed by whatever this was going.
When you say you see a hand, is it see-through? Is it like it looks like just a human's hand?
It just looked like a hand.
Nails?
No nails. And it was just kind of like everything was like shades of gray and black. Like there was a black coat, white sleeve. I could still picture that. Really not anything, just like black coat, white sleeve, and just a hand, just like a man's hand. And it touched my shoulder and pulled me that way. And as I looked, I saw the hand just go up and away.
No body.
No body, just hand. And then turn back, and the whole TV just goes. Phew. And that's when I said, I'm not dealing with this. You can't do that. And I never saw that again. The TV never fell again. Like, none of that.
This would never happen again. That's good.
No. But then I would still see like pieces of apparitions, especially like at night if I was sleeping. I would just see like shadow figures or whatever just kind of making their way through the house. But they never felt like they were there to acknowledge me or bother me. And I felt like maybe they did make themselves known to me simply because they knew that I was open to it.
Oh, interesting. So if you were a ghost, which body part would you want if it was just like this? Like only one body part?
I think my best body part are my calves.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think it would be legs. I just want to be 2 legs walking.
Just 2 legs?
Yeah.
Just one.
Oh, just one leg. Why not?
Kicking into the door like an old showgirl and then drag it back.
Behind a curtain.
Yes.
That would be hot.
That would be hot.
Wait, this is so spooky. Do you think that other people in your family had experiences or no?
If they did, I don't think they were open to it because of the religion. I definitely think that anytime that I would bring this up to my mother or my siblings or whatever, they would all tell me I'm crazy. And they would all tell me that, if you do see something, it's a demon and you've got to pray. You've got to pray.
Right.
I'm like, but it doesn't feel demonic. Like nothing feels bad about this. except the one that threw the TV at me. But I also, you have to go, well, why was the hand pulling me? Was the hand trying to pull me away for safety?
Yeah.
Or was it trying to distract me to throw the TV? Like,
That's interesting.
You don't know.
Well, especially because a TV in VCR days, that thing was heavy.
It was heavy.
That will take you out.
It would.
Flat screen, please. But one of those where it's as far back as it is wide, that'll smash you.
It would. And of course, because it was so heavy, it didn't get a whole lot of lift and longevity. It just did kind of like slide off and fall. But it was also just like, if I hadn't moved my legs when I turned that way, it could have fallen on my feet. It could have done, you just never know. But that was the only time that I ever felt that something worse could have happened than just acknowledging a presence. And every time I would talk about those things or try to bring them up, I was told that I was crazy and I was shot down. Or that I wasn't praying hard enough. And, I was already the little queer boy. I was always the one that, my father would tell me, you sit here, don't say anything unless people talk to you. Don't be too swishy. Don't do that. So I always felt like I couldn't say what I wanted to say, speak my mind, or be who I wanted to be anyway. So this felt like another thing to add on top of that. So I just kept it all to myself.
That's rough. It's like, and I got
ghosts.
And I got ghosts that are throwing my TV. Jeez Louise. Now, this is Florida. Could it have been a rogue python that snuck into your house?
I hope not.
And threw your TV?
I really hope not.
Because I have seen videos where it's like someone opened up their toilet and there's a python.
Well, I will never forget. So our house was kind of situated in the middle of the woods. I mean, you go down this dirt road and there's 4 houses in our neighborhood off of this street.
Is this what they call a holler?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the holler. And yeah, so all of our houses were separated by all of these trees and wooded areas. And we came back one night, the whole family. We used to do quarter midget race cars.
I'm sorry, what?
Quarter midget race cars. They're like the small-sized racing cars. And you can race them from, I think you have to be, at the time, I think you were 6 years old. You could start racing them. I think they've since raised it. I raced them for a little bit. My father was the president of the American Association of those cars. And we were always gone late at night, especially on Fridays and Saturdays. And the whole family came back one night. It was really, really late, probably like 1 o'clock in the morning. And my brother Richard was the first one to go into the house. He opened the screen door before you get to the real door because it's Florida. And we just saw this thing drop and it went down his shirt and he starts screaming, rolling on the ground, patting himself. We're like, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? A baby diamondback rattlesnake had been stretched across the screen door at the top. And when he opened it, it fell down and went through his shirt, into his pants, and then out his leg. And I guess in the melee, he had like stomped on it or something. So it wasn't dead, but it was like maimed. And it was just there. So at least we could figure out what it was. But then my mom was like, well, if there's a baby diamondback rattlesnake here, there's probably a mother somewhere. So then we had to call wildlife control and they had to come out and do like a whole hunt. I don't think they ever found anything else. But where we were, that wasn't uncommon to have snakes around.
I would take a disembodied hand any day.
Yeah.
That is so
Me too.
scary.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. Like, life is scarier than the afterlife.
I mean, you've got rattlesnakes, you've got ghosts.
Gators.
I can't deal with it. Do you have other stories?
Yeah, I've got tons of stories.
Okay, keep them. Keep them coming.
So I've always felt like, maybe I'm giving myself too much credit here, but I've always felt like I've been a little clairvoyant.
Really?
I don't think I know how to use any powers that I may or may not have. But I've always had some kind of psychic intuition.
Really?
When my grandmother on my father's side passed away, she passed away on Christmas morning when I was 15. It's the only time I've ever seen my father cry was then. In all fairness, I've barely seen my father, so he could cry all the time. I don't have much of a relationship with him, but I remember being kind of taken aback that he was so emotional because I had never seen him that way. And for 3 months after that, at 3 a.m., every single day, my bed would shake for like 3 minutes. I mean, I didn't
3 minutes?
But it felt, I mean, it could have been a minute, it could have been 5, but I feel like the median was about 3 minutes, you know, and it felt so strange because it wasn't like, you know, you deposit the quarter in the bed and it starts shaking. It wasn't like there was somebody next to me shaking the bed. It was inner, like it was like a vibration.
Wow. And
then years later, when my maternal grandmother passed away, I was with my husband at this time, and the same thing started to happen. For 3 months at 3 a.m., my bed would start vibrating. And he didn't believe me because his side wasn't vibrating. Like, he was like, I'm fine. And I would wake him up and be like, you don't feel that? How can you not feel that? And he was like, because it's not happening. And I said, okay, fine, get over here. I got out of bed, he comes over and he lays on my side, and he doesn't believe. I won't say he doesn't believe, but he's quite the skeptic. He jumped up and turned white as a ghost and was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, I don't know. That's why I'm telling you this is happening.
You're like, my grandmother's in the bed shaking it.
Yeah, I was like, the same exact thing happened when my other grandmother passed away all those years ago.
Huh.
And then it happened again. And I knew in my head, I was like, all right, this is the 3-month mark. Tomorrow, this isn't going to happen. And it didn't happen. And then when my grandfather passed away, I was on tour. This was the week of the season 7 finale. And I was on tour in Royal Oak, Michigan. Yes. At the beautiful and scenic Days Inn and Suites. Ooh. And I...
Quit bragging, Ginger.
I know. Well, it's difficult. When you're a celebrity, every moment's spectacular.
Right.
So I'm laying there in this bed. I had gone to sleep, and then it felt very real. It felt like I woke up because my grandfather walked in the door of the hotel room, and I felt like I literally just woke up. I'm looking around. It's the hotel room. I'm in that bed. I'm still wearing what I was wearing. And my grandfather walks in, and without saying anything, he did what he always did when he left, and he just tipped his baseball cap and turned and walked out. Because every time we would leave my grandparents' house, that's what he'd stand on the corner with my grandmother, and as you drive by, he'd go, and you see him again next time. And he turned and he walked out the door. And then all of a sudden, my phone started ringing, so I woke up. And I'm in the bed, in those clothes, in that room. My grandfather's not there, but my mom's calling me. And I answered the phone and I said, Grandpa died, didn't he? And she's just crying. She's like, what? How do you know? I was like, because he just came to say goodbye. And she said, what? I was like, yeah, he literally, he came in my hotel room, tipped his hat, and left. This was 3 minutes ago. This was just a few seconds ago. This just happened.
Wow.
And then she just started going into what had happened and all of that. Because it was an unexpected passing for him.
But you think that was a dream? He came to you in your dream?
I think it was a different plane than we're on. Mm-hmm. I don't think dreams... I don't really know what I think about dreams completely, but I also feel like dreams are really just kind of a portal to other versions of our lives. I feel like there is a reality to all of them. Mm-hmm. Because I also feel like with nightmares, when they happen, they usually have some kind of deeper meaning, right? Mm. And you usually learn some kind of lesson, or you take some piece of that helps you in your present reality. Mm. So I feel like we are visiting different versions of ourselves that are going through different things, and we're learning how to kind of get the pieces to combat the things that we encounter in our everyday life.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe I'm giving dreams too much credit. I don't know.
Yeah, but if it happens right when your grandfather dies,
Yeah.
that's something.
And I'm not saying that every dream is that way, but I do think
Right.
that, you know, our protective spirit kind of urges us into those different dimension shifts so that we can learn the lessons that we need to, or so that we can prepare ourselves for whatever is going on.
Why do you think your grandmother's made the beds vibrate? That's such an interesting...
I don't know. And why both of them? I think my second grandmother may have done it because when my first grandmother did it after she passed, we talked about, like, it became a thing in the family because they all made fun of me. They were like, of course it didn't happen. But then, just much like my husband making him actually experience it,
Yeah.
I made my mother actually experience it. I was like, just lay down, like, feel it. And she did too. She did the same thing. She's like, I can't explain that. I said, I can't either.
Interesting.
I can't explain it, but it's happening. And I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a grandmother's guide on the other side that says, hey, here's
a fun one you could
have
do.
enough points saved up
Yes,
in your power bank that you
exactly.
could do this.
That's what I think sometimes it is. It's like, yeah, you get different, like a punch card or something where it's like, you just earned one visitation
Right.
in the middle of the night.
We'll take 2 tickets so you can flicker the lights.
Exactly. But this also makes me think, why did they used to have those quarter-operated machines in bedrooms? Like in those sleazy hotels, the bed shakes, you put a quarter in. But like, why? I just don't understand. Are people that lazy that they just sort of like, all right, I'm gonna go inside of you, and then we're gonna hit
wait.
for 25 cents?
Isn't there that thing in Mormonism? Like, I don't know. You can correct me.
Soaking?
Soaking.
Yeah. So they soak,
So
and then they put a
can't-
quarter in.
Yeah. So if you can't provide the movement,
Technically, it's the bed.
technically it's the bed.
That's a loophole.
It's a loophole.
Okay, tell me one more.
Tell you one more. P-Town. I spend my summers in P-Town.
Love P-Town.
I do too, and I if I could live anywhere in the world,
Me too.
it would be P-Town.
I'd have to have a lot of money, but I think it's heaven on earth.
It absolutely is.
Provincetown, Massachusetts. Are you there this summer?
I am. Jujubee and I are doing our lesbian version of Wicked called Licked for Gay. It's all set to Ariana Grande music.
What? When? Where?
It will be all of July at, it's at the Red Room, but it's upstairs at the Saki stage.
Oh yeah, that's the newer one that they have.
Yeah,
now.
they just built it out for us for this summer. It's like double the size now.
Ah.
So we can fit 200 people in there every night.
Amazing.
And the show's, it's so funny and it's got a lot of heart. Because I also feel like, did you ever read the script for Little Shop of Horrors? Like, have you ever had it in your hand? At the very front of it, Howard Ashman makes this note that is basically like, you play everything for reality, because if we don't share this experience, if it's not grounded in reality, it's not real and it's not funny. So I took that to heart. And now every time I write something, I'll make it slapsticky and stupid, but it's all grounded in like a real place of shared trauma and joy and all those things. So in writing Licked, I think people are coming in expecting like something that is completely want, whackety schmackety do, hit you over the head with joke after joke, which it is, but there's also like a lot of really touching, jarring moments of reality in it that I think speaks to like who we are as a community and also like kind of what we're going through.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that, but that's a whole other story. Get your tickets. Come and see us. Licked for Gay.
Licked for Gay.
But I was in P-Town. It wasn't last summer. It was the one before. So a couple years ago, I went to the Hawthorne Hotel in Salem, which is my favorite restaurant in the world is their Tavern on the Green.
Oh.
So I make it a point to go up there at least once every summer. And
I've never been to Salem.
Never?
No, I
love
need
it.
to.
I love it. It's so beautiful. It's really beautiful. And of course, being like a huge Hocus Pocus fan, it's nice to go around and see all the places. And every time I'm there, I will literally go to every single one like it's the first time and be like, oh my God, look at me. I'm in front.
Oh, wait, I forgot you were in Hocus Pocus too.
That's okay. Most people did.
No, there's so many things about you.
Here's
Okay.
the funny thing about me being in Hocus Pocus 2. We were on our Hocus Pocus live tour last year. And it's a running joke that we can't get Jujubee to stay awake for Hocus Pocus at all on the tour bus. We tried 7 times to watch it with her, and she always makes it about 20 minutes in. So Sophia and I were watching Hocus Pocus 2, and Jujubee had come out to like go to the bathroom, brush her teeth or something. And it's my scene. And she's looking at it and she's like, wait, you're in this movie? I was like, girl, that's been like press talking points since we started this. We weren't just making it up. She goes, I thought you were just being stupid. I was like, no, I'm in this movie for like 5 seconds, but I'm in this movie.
Oh my God.
And it blew her mind. She's like, okay, I'll sit down and I'll watch it.
Oh my God. That's
And I was like, you don't have to
hilarious.
sit down. That was my whole part. You're fine. Go back to brushing your teeth. Anyway, so we're at Tavern on the Green. And we're there with a couple of our friends. I have this app on my phone. It's the Ghost. Oh gosh, what's it called? I'm going to tell you right now. Because if you're looking for a good app, if you're in the market for one,
I am.
Ghost Tube.
Oh,
Ghost
I have
Tube.
that one.
Yeah.
Which to me sounds like a porn site.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh.
Ghost Tube.
Boo cocky.
Bukkake. Yeah, that's the one that like shows you like a stick figure of a ghost.
So that's a branch of that, but the
Okay.
original Ghost Tube is what I use most, and it's a dictionary voice app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I read into the pseudoscience on it, which is like basically it uses like much like a regular EVP anything. It uses the magnet in your phone to extract words from the
Sure.
dictionary. So sometimes you get very interesting things, sometimes you don't. It's fine. Maybe it's just for fun and amusement, but there have been some really uncanny moments. So we're at this restaurant. We're sitting there. I have the app on, and it's supposedly like the most haunted hotel in the world. You get people get a lot of activity there, and a lot of the ghost hunting shows have done things at this hotel. So I'm there. I have the app on. I hadn't had much luck before.
You're in the
but
restaurant.
I'm
at this
in the
point?
restaurant,
Okay.
and we're all sitting there. They were like, "Put the app on. Put the app on."
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Apps for the table. So I put it on, and all of a sudden it goes, love, miss, love, grandfather, grandson. And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And one of my friends that was there goes, grandfather, what's your grandfather's name? And before I could say it, it said Roy, which is not a very common name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it said Roy, and I said, yeah, Roy. And they said, what's his last name? Before I could say it, it popped up Jordan. My grandfather's name was Roy Jordan. And then it said, I'm literally like tearing up at this time, and I'm like because you never know. Like, you're like, if it's a coincidence, that's a hell of a coincidence.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't, like, even if it was a scam and it pulled things that it knew about you from the internet, I don't really think it would have been able to pull that information because he wasn't my biological grandfather.
It's more than a coincidence.
Yeah. The whole thing felt very strange. So anyway, we asked it a couple of questions, and it just kept saying, love with you, mother, call, mother, call, mother, call. And it kept saying that over and over. And so I finally said, all right, we're done. I have to go. It said, don't leave. And I said, I have to. I love you. It said, love you. So I get outside, and I call my mother, who's usually, like, at this point, asleep, like dead to the world, just out, because she goes to bed. She's a woman of a certain age, and she goes to bed usually about like 8 p.m. at the latest, and this was almost 11 at night. And I call her. She answers on the first ring. And I said, what are you doing up? And she goes, your grandfather told me you were going to call me in my dream. So I woke up. She said, I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes. I said, and then I told her the whole story, and she was like, oh, well, now I believe you when you say that he came and said goodbye to you. But when he passed away, she's like, not that I didn't believe you, but like this just like, I feel like I've experienced the same thing. And I feel like as my mother has gotten older, she's left a lot of the teachings of the church behind. Like, we still believe in love and higher power and all of these things, but she's definitely left a lot more of the...
That's not a demon anymore.
Yeah. She was like, I could absolutely... She said, I felt him. He was real.
Whoa.
He was here. She's like, that was the first time I got to see my daddy in over a decade.
Wow.
And he told me you were going to call me. And yeah, so it's like all of these kinds of instances make me go, well, like what is it about me? Maybe just because I'm comfortable that they feel they can speak with me, but how can I make that like...
How do you monetize it?
How do I monetize it? Yeah. But also for my own like peace of mind, I would love to be able to like hone in on it a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you go to a haunted place and you're like, there's a lady in this room?
Never like that.
Okay.
But I definitely can feel if there's something or not.
Okay.
Like, we went to the Lizzie Borden house one summer that we were in P-Town, and they kept taking, this is the most haunted room. This is where this happened. She was attacked from behind, and then she turned. They tell the whole dramatic story, and you feel nothing. Nothing at all. And then we got down to the basement, and all of a sudden, I just see shadows all around. Not necessarily like human shaped, like they're just shadows. Everything seemed, yes, we were in a basement, but there's windows all the way around it. It seemed darker, it seemed more oppressive, and it seemed sad. And then I was drawn over to, I was intrigued by the Lizzie Borden story, but I hadn't really like put much effort into learning too much about it at that point, especially since I knew we were going to go. I was like, just let me learn about it while I'm there. And I was immediately drawn over to the front area where like the fireplace was, and I'm just staring at it. And then the tour guide comes over and he goes, oh, do you know about this? And I went, no, I don't really know anything, but I'm just kind of drawn to it. And that's when he went into this whole story about, well, if you look, you can it kind of looks like the figure of Lizzie Borden in like the back of it, like the way that the soot and the stains and all are, like all of these things. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's open to interpretation.
If you squint a little bit,
I can
turn
see
your
it.
head. Okay.
But apparently, like, that's where she had done some, I guess she was acting very strange after everything had gone down and the police were around. And she ended up burning the dress that she was wearing because she said it had red paint on it.
Oh.
And they think it was blood and all of these things. But apparently, like, that was the area where a lot of those things happen. And I was like, it's interesting to me that I would be drawn to certain areas and feel certain energies. But I've never been able to be like, oh, yes. Oh, there's a woman in the corner. I see her.
I'm getting the name Liz.
Lesbian. Yeah.
Liz B. Liz B. Was she a lesbian? Oh, shit. Okay, we're running out of time here.
No!
This is fun, though.
It is fun. I never get to talk about ghost stuff because every time I do, they still are like, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Well, we definitely think you're crazy.
Yeah, and I am.
But
certifiably.
But at least you have a place to do it, to say it. So can I show you a haunted eBay doll?
Show me.
This is not going to be crazy. This is going to be 100% real.
I love that.
I found one that I said, this is for Ginger Minj today. It's time for...
The dolls are living.
Okay, so I just go to eBay, I type in haunted dolls, I see what comes up. And this one today, her name, well, I can't even say her name yet. She is going for 35 British pounds. Jiha, show us this doll. Yes.
It's Katya.
It's Katya. She kind of has dreads or something. She's sort of like white lady dreads. She's definitely got some kind of like funk. She looks funky.
She does look funky.
She's kind of a funky lady. She's got like a real patterned outfit, very Portland in my opinion.
I always love when the calves don't match. Too.
Let
It's
me
like
see the calves.
it's like yeah, like she gets a workout, but only on one side.
What's going on with her hands? Those are just sort of loosely. Sure, it's kind of like a hand.
Well, and I like the one hooked finger. She's definitely like if she's not a lesbian, she definitely dabbles.
Yeah, and what is she doing with that finger, honey?
Oh, anything she can.
Yeah, those calves. There's a situation going on there. There's
Slight.
a foot. It's kind of a cankle, but yeah.
Yeah, see, like one is so much bigger than the other.
Oh, that poor thing. Well, here's a little backstory that comes with her.
Okay.
It says this doll was a man. His name is Fatima Fingers.
Well, that makes sense. Now explains the fingers.
Wait, now I'm listening to it out loud. Fatten my fingers. Fatima Fingers. She does have fat fingers, I will say. Fatima has told me that he worked the clubs in 2000. He was rushed off his feet with bookings. Maybe that's why his feet look so crazy.
Yeah.
Life was great. He has shown me some of his shows, and he is hilarious. No wonder he was so popular. He died in a car accident after a show when he was 29. But he's just using this rag doll for now in the afterlife. His spirit is hilarious, always telling jokes. He's extremely glamorous and slender. He will mess about with the TV channels and make lights flicker. If you want a bit of fun with a spirit, he's definitely the one for you.
Girl, I don't need another man in my house
Or another
fighting
drag
over the
queen.
remote control.
Another drag queen, Fatima Fingers. So
I do love her though.
yeah, she's fierce. Good
She
for
is
her.
fierce.
So anyone 35 British pounds, you can get yourself Fatima Fingers.
Let's bring back garage door blue eyeshadow.
Oh, absolutely.
I love that.
Why not? Get it? Yeah, she did her face real quick.
She said blush blindness. I think not.
As much blush as you can.
Uh-huh.
Just a little bit over the eyes and you're good to go. Okay, and then one more thing I would like to do. Can I play you some ghost voices?
Yes.
It's time for EVPs or EV Police. Okay, so I find electronic voice phenomena, alleged ghost speaking. I've got 2 of them today from YouTube, and I want you to tell me what you hear. Then I'll give you A, B, C, D.
Well, because it's always when you're watching the TV shows when they do this, I never hear what they say we're hearing.
Of course not.
Ever. Because it's always like, and they're like, oh, he just said, my name is Frank and I come from Mississippi and I murdered. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's basically what we do here. I love that. There's 2 here. They are from Psychic Tina Marie.
Oh. Not to be confused with singer Tina Marie.
Not singer Tina Marie.
Okay.
Not her, unless she's rebranded. I'm pretty sure it's not. This is Psychic Tina Marie.
Okay.
And she recorded these somewhere in Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
That's where my brothers are from. That's very North Florida.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this first one saying? Okay. It's a whisper. Any guesses?
All I hear is, I don't want.
I don't want.
Yeah, or do you want?
Yeah, do you want?
Do you want?
Do you want?
Yeah.
Well, that's not what Psychic Tina Marie thinks.
What does Tina Marie say?
Did she say, this is going to be A, B, C, D. Did she think it was A, Cheryl Hines? B, is she all right? C, is she a guy?
I'll go with B.
Or D.
Oh, there's a D. We're always looking for D.
Please share online. Okay, it's one of those.
I think Tina Marie thinks it's please share online. I would say B.
Is she all right?
Is she all
That
right?
is what Tina Marie thinks.
Which I can hear.
Is she all right?
But I still hear, do you want coffee, tea, or me, baby?
Oh,
Touche,
yes, it's Tina Marie
It is
really
Tina
trying
Marie.
to get her song out there on the other side. Okay, one more.
Mm-hmm.
What is this one saying? Okay, it's another whispery. Any guesses?
Guacamole's extra.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know.
It's not what she thought.
No.
Did she think it was A, her purse is ugly? B, we're not joking? C, you got no personality? Or D, personally, no way?
Let's go with D. Personally, no way.
Personally,
No
way. Tina Marie thinks it's we're not joking. I hear I think it's her
I hear
purse
none of
is
those.
ugly.
To be honest, like
I don't know. It's listen, Psychic Tina Marie, it's something. We want to be your lover, girl.
did you ever watch Connie and Carla? Of course.
No,
No?
I never did.
Well, Alec Mappa's character.
Oh, Connie and Carla,
Yeah,
the
Connie
drag
Carla.
queen. They
The
go
drag queen movie.
undercover.
Yeah.
Yes.
To me, that sounds like every time he would go, chicka-pa.
There's a lot of them that sound like that.
Yeah, chicka-pa.
Yeah. They're very whispery and not really saying anything. Maybe
Kinda
they're Connie and
sassy.
Carla Alec Mappa fans.
Maybe they are.
Okay. Last thing, speed round. Just tell me the first thoughts.
Okay.
Have you been to psychics?
Yes.
Okay, we don't have time. Never mind. What did I ask? You'll have to come back.
I will.
What are your thoughts on aliens?
I think they definitely exist. Absolutely. I mean, there's plenty of proof that there's something else out there.
Sure.
I don't know what that is, but I know that there's something else.
Okay.
Even the government, to distract us from everything else right now, it's like, yep, they are real.
When you're pulling out the alien card, you know you're in a bad position.
Yes.
Is there a fun conspiracy theory you like?
The one that has always struck me is that Katy Perry is actually
JonBenet
JonBenet Ramsey.
There's a lot of people that they say are JonBenet Ramsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's the one, like, I mean, not that I've ever been that, like, invested in either of them, but you could see some kind of, like, similarities.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Or what about the one that Avril Lavigne was, like, she
She's not
died
the
and,
real
was,
Avril
and was
Lavigne.
replaced by a doppelganger?
The Avril Lavigne we see now is not the original Avril Lavigne.
Which, I mean, I wasn't a huge Avril Lavigne fan, but when I have gone back and, like, looked at little bits and pieces, I'm like, I mean, she does seem kind of different.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't really looked into it, but I've heard it. I've heard that this whole thing is complicated. Okay. What about, do you believe in Bigfoot?
No. My sister does. But I also feel like I grew up in the woods. If there was anything like Bigfoot, I probably would have encountered that at some point.
Okay.
I think it's just somebody's big old hairy uncle.
Okay, last one. How about Ouija boards?
I don't fuck with them.
You don't?
I don't, because when I was little, my cousin Amanda got one for Christmas, and we were all sitting outside playing it. And in my mind, I'm like, what? Amanda's mom had divorced from the family at that point. So I feel like Jackie, I love Jackie. I still talk to Jackie. But I also feel like she would kind of poke the bear for our family. Oh, you don't like ghosts. You only like religion. So here's a Ouija board for Christmas.
Oh, fun.
So we all sat around and we're like, we have our hands on it and we're playing. You could tell everybody's moving it around and whatever. And then everybody, it was like, this is stupid. This isn't working. We all took our hands off and all of a sudden the thing just started moving. Not like, woo, 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 but like you could just see, it was on a flat surface. It's just kind of moving from one side to the other.
It was moving without anyone's hands on it?
Yeah, and that's when I went, oh, I don't like this.
That is spooky.
I don't like this. So I never got into the whole Ouija board thing. And I know that there's very safe ways to use them. But when my whole frame of reference was that, and also like the movies that I grew up with, just going, if you play with this, you're going to get possessed by a demon.
Sure.
Pazuzu's going to come through.
Pazuzu loves it.
Yeah. And I was like, I think that's one thing. Even Adam is like, I have plenty. Like, I'll show you how to. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. That's one thing I don't want to mess with.
Okay. Well, then, guess that cancels our last segment I was going to do. Pull out a Pazuzu.
A Pazuzu board?
I got a Pazuki.
You get a free Pazuki on your birthday.
Woo! You get a free Pazuzu on your birthday on this show. So that's about it. Can we please talk about Stop That Train?
Yeah. I'm so excited for it.
How fun. Who did you... I know several people that are in it. It's such a who's who. Like, there's so many... It's such a big cast. And I loved hearing about who everyone, like, got to work with. Like, who were you working with?
So Jujubee and I are, like, the through line of the movie. We are the Connie and Carla or the Barb and Star.
Wow.
Or the Brenda and Cindy.
Yes!
Which, P.S., I am so happy that those two are back together for
Hell
Scream.
yeah.
I'm excited for that. But Juju and I were on set, every single day. We work hand in hand throughout the film, but we also got to like meet and work with everybody that came through.
Wow.
Which was really cool.
amazing.
And even the one day that we weren't filming was when like Charo and the people in the command center were doing their scene, but Juju and I were there to do our on-screen like makeup and wardrobe tests. So we still got to be there and meet all of them, which was really, really cool.
What is Charo like?
I don't think she realized she was doing a movie. And I'm saying this like completely seriously, mostly because of what I heard from Rachel Bloom and from Adam Shankman. They were saying that she showed up to set thinking she was doing an episode of Drag Race.
Oh.
And I guess it kind of got lost in the
translation,
the lines of communication through all the different people that she like was filming a movie and had lines. So Rachel Bloom said, it was fun. It was really, really fun. But I would give her the cue and then she would just look at me like, what?
God, I love her.
I love her too.
She's great.
I love her too. And she still steals every scene that she's in. Like she's Charo. She's
Charo.
Hilarious. And Rachel Bloom was like, I have never had more fun being terrified in my life. She was like, it was just so much fun.
Jiha, we got to get Charo in here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I bet she's got some good ghost stories.
She does. She's been on Celebrity Ghost Stories.
Yeah.
She also follows me on Instagram, and I love her Instagram, but I don't know if I need to message. I need to message Charo. I don't know if it'll be her that'll answer, but...
well, just tell her it's an episode of Drag Race.
Yes, that's what I'll do.
But she apparently she did. And then by the time Jujubee and I had gotten on set, they had gotten most of her coverage. So they were just doing like wides with her in the background and stuff. So she had time just to chit chat. And she loves the girls. So she would just come over and start talking to us. And then Adam would be like, we're still filming over here.
Charo.
And she's like, oh, sorry. So then they would yell cut and she'd come over and she'd start talking about anything and everything.
Was she there like multiple days?
It was just one day that she was there, but it happened to be that day that we were there to do
Charo day.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It was, and that was our very first day on set at all, like mine and Juju's, because we finished the Hocus Pocus live tour, I think, on a Sunday night here in LA, and got everything loaded out and put away at like midnight, and then 5 a.m. we were in the makeup chair on set on Monday. getting ready to do it. It was like there was no time to think about anything. I think that's why it was so much fun, because we didn't have time to overthink anything. We just kept doing it. It's like, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? We did all of our own stunts, and they had people there that they had hired to do stunts for us, but we were just game. We were like, no, do it. Let's just do it. You get sucked out of a window? Go get sucked out of a window.
Did your stunt double look like you?
No. No. Juju's looked more like her, but that's because Juju's stunt, like her big stunt, required, like it was a longer stunt. So I think you would see more of the person. But we ended up really not using the stunt doubles too much. They were on set and they were fun, and we got to hang out with them. They were really cool.
Stunt queens.
But it was fun. We were just so game for it. We were like, we're here.
Why not?
Let's just do it.
If you're not going to get hurt. Like,
we did get a little bit hurt, but that's part of drag too, right? You're like,
sure.
I want it to hurt a little bit. Make me feel like I'm alive.
Yes.
But it was like, from beginning to end, it was such a whirlwind, but it was so much fun. And I think the movie is, I know everybody, you're shilling the movie because it's you. Like, you're in it. It's your...
Yeah.
I'd be the first one to come out here and be like, oh, it was fine. It's great. I think everybody will have a good time. No, it is actually really good. And it's really fun. And I think it's what people need right now.
Oh my God. And to have like a drag full-length motion picture with a theatrical release, like we haven't had that in a long time.
No.
This is exciting.
It's really exciting.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So it's what date? When's it in theaters?
June 12th.
Amazing.
June 12th, because it's the day after Lick It for Gay opens in Atlanta on the 11th.
Amazing.
That's how I keep...
I love it. Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I've had a really good time.
Yeah. What's that hand behind you?
Ah! Oh, it's Liberace.
Oh. The TV kerplunk.
What's that at the foot of my bed? It's spooky and kooky. I'm pretty sure it's dead. It's coming this way.